our guest of honor, Honorary Consul of Ireland to Nepal, Mr. Manoj Bahadur Subedi, Honorable Guest of Honor, Mr. Peter O'Connor, Embassy of Ireland in New Delhi, Distinguished Chair of the UK-Nepal Friendship Society, Mr. Alan Marcel Sanka, our Honorable Guest, Mr. Vincent Barry, Distinguished President of Nepal-Ireland Friendship Society, Mr. Dipesh Mansakya, Distinguished Chairman of National Insurance Corporation of Nepal and the Vice President of Nepal-Ireland Society, Mr. Gangaram Khandel, Deputy Chief of the Embassy of Nepal, Mr. Sarad Raj Aran, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Jia Huichar Majin, and Namaste to you all. It is my privilege and pleasure to extend a warm welcome to all the distinguished dignitaries and guests to this launching ceremony of the Ireland-Nepal Chamber of Commerce today. I wish at the outset congratulate the distinguished Irish traders, investors, entrepreneurs, and NGO workers for their wise and timely initiation for the establishment of Ireland-Nepal Chamber of Commerce in Dublin, which would, I believe, a solid and significant step in enhancing Nepal-Ireland relations in general, and particularly for the promotion of trade, commerce, and investment between these two friendly countries. Nepal and Ireland enjoy a very warm, close, and cordial relations, which are marked by enormous goodwill, mutual trust, and understanding, and respect for each other's national interest and aspirations. A relationship between Nepal and Ireland can be traced back to the year 1921, almost 100 years ago, when a famous Irish mountaineer Charles Howard Bury led the first reconnaissance expedition to Mount Everest, the highest peak on earth, in 1921. The formal diplomatic relation, as you all know, between Nepal and Ireland was established on 19 August 1999. Ireland has been supporting development endeavors of the government and people of Nepal. The valuable assistance of Irish NGOs has been utilized in various sectors of development of Nepal, such as health, education, and environment. The Nepalese people value the moral and substantial support received from the government and people of Ireland for their efforts towards strengthening democratic foundation and institutions. The government and people of Ireland have welcomed the historical transformation in Nepal taking place in recent years as a milestone in Nepal's modern history. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I recall the special ceremony organized by the Embassy of Nepal in Dublin on 19th of August 2018 to celebrate the beginning of the 20th anniversary of our bilateral relationship, which was kindly graced by His Excellency the President of Ireland. The presence and participation of several Irish friends and my Nepali brothers and sisters signified the close, cordial, and comprehensive relationship between our two countries and society. I respectfully recall the historic address delivered by His Excellency the President of Ireland, Mr. Michael D. Higgins, as the guest of honor on the special ceremony of Nepal-Ireland Friendship Day, where President His Excellency Mr. Higgins stated that Ireland and Nepal shared a common international vocation, and both the countries took pride in their long engagement with the United Nations, and their soldiers and diplomats continued to serve side by side on peacekeeping missions. His Excellency the President of Ireland mentioned that despite the vast distance between Ireland and Nepal, the two peoples shared many historical experiences. His Excellency Mr. Higgins further stated that both the Irish and Nepalese people endured long and sometimes difficult struggles to take their place amongst the nations of the world and to be given an opportunity to build inclusive, sustainable, and socially just democracies. And both the countries held to a profound cultural inheritance, visible in their distinctive and rich musical and literary traditions, which were a rich source upon which their contemporary creativities could build. His Excellency Mr. Higgins also added that many Irish people were drawn to the roof of the world, Nepal, to the beauty of the country and the warmth and generosity of its people, and through their visits, they built upon the already strong relationship between the two friendly countries. It is my sincere belief that as Nepal and Ireland entered the era of their close, cordial, and comprehensive bilateral relations after celebrating 21st anniversary, the friendly bond and cordial ties of friendship would gain a new height in the future. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I take this opportunity to mention that the Nepal-Ireland Society has been playing an important role under the wise and able leadership of Mr. DuBaSu-Poonam in enhancing the existing excellent state of bilateral relations between Nepal and Ireland in general, and particularly in promoting social, cultural, and people-to-people ties. I'm equally delighted to mention my happiness over the establishment of Ireland-Nepal Parliamentary Friendship Group in the Irish Parliament and Nepal-Ireland Parliamentary Friendship Group in Nepal's Parliament. The official visit of the Right Honourable Speaker of the Irish Parliament to Nepal last year was successful and historic one. This visit has been instrumental to further promote close and cordial bilateral relations subsisting between Nepal and Ireland, particularly to enhance the parliamentary relations between these two friendly countries. The establishment of Ireland-Nepal Chamber of Commerce is also, I believe, a milestone development for strengthening our bilateral ties, particularly for promoting bilateral trade and investment. Taking this opportunity on behalf of the government of Nepal and the Embassy of Nepal, I wish to extend my sincere congratulations and thankfulness to Mr. Vincent Barry, Mr. DuBaSu-Poonam, and Mr. Jivan Timsina, who initiated the process of establishing and registering the Ireland-Nepal Chamber of Commerce. I believe that they have added a new page in the history of Nepal-Ireland relations. The Embassy of Nepal, under my leadership, is committed to complement the efforts of the government of Nepal to achieve the national aspiration of prosperous Nepal and happy Nepali. The establishment of INCC would be a solid and sustainable effort to support the endeavors of the Embassy of Nepal to further enhance the commercial, trade, tourism, and investment linkages between Nepal and Ireland. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I now wish to announce the composition of the office bearers of newly established Ireland-Nepal Chamber of Commerce. I believe that you all agree to my announcement with a round of applause. The Executive Committee of the INCC will be as follows. Patrons, His Excellency the Ambassador of Nepal to Ireland, Convener of Ireland-Nepal Parliamentary Friendship Group in Dublin. President, Mr. Vincent Barry. Vice President, CEO and spokesperson, Mr. DuBaSu-Poonam. Vice President, Ireland Business Relations, Professor Dara Chorley. Vice President, Nepal Business Relations, Mr. Jivan Timal Sinha. Vice President, Trade, Mr. Ganesh Prasad. Vice President, Investment, Mr. Navaraj Koirala. Director, Finance and Treasury, Mr. Prakash Mali. Director, Program Management, Mr. Balkrishna Shrestha. Director, Public Relations, Mr. Rajan Kafle. Director, Membership and Database Management, Mr. Alan Marshall Sankar. Director, IT Management, Mr. Om Adhikari. General Secretary, Ms. Alison Irwin. Joint Secretary, Mrs. Chandrakala Niraula. And I wish to announce the names of the distinguished members. They are Mr. Pat Falvey, Mr. Noel Hanna, Mr. John Burke, Mr. Rob Motel. Executive members, Mr. Tony Nason, Mr. Shane Renan, Mr. Anthony Corred, Miss Emer Connolly, Miss Sarah West, Mr. Binod Karki, Galway. And I will announce the names of our distinguished advisors. Miss Catherine Noon, former senator. Miss Linda McNally, Dublin Chamber of Commerce. Mr. Peter Vine, CEO, South Dublin Chamber of Commerce. Mr. Peter O'Connor, Embassy of Ireland in New Delhi. Mr. John Keynes, Mr. Manoj Bahadur Shrestha, Honorary Consul of Ireland to Nepal. Mr. Gangaram Kandel, Mr. Mohanta Bahadur Shrestha. I thank you. I wish every success of the newly formed Ireland-Nepal Chamber of Commerce. Long live Nepal-Ireland relations. Gora Mahagat. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.